Bell World National Record.
Worlds. Dutch fans. Two heavyweight champions from different worlds with the ancient pyramids behind them. Can Rico pull off one of the biggest upsets in the history of combat sports, or will Usyk beat, batter, and bury him in the Egyptian desert tonight? 12 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. Alexander Usyk, Rico Verhoeven, here we go.
Straight away, who's going to find the rhythm with their jab first? How is Verhoeven going to approach this? Is he going to try and be the boss, the aggressor? Will he try and wait for Usyk to lead and try and counter? I can't see that being the option. I feel like he needs to be the boss, try and be the aggressor here.
A lot of footwork and movement from Rico, and a straight right hand on the button.
Yeah, good bit of movement there from Verhoeven there, just pushing it back with the jab and then right hand over the top. And I think it's imperative to have a good start. He'll fill him with confidence, and he'll need that.
Some chance of Rico here ringside. A lot of Dutch fans making the trip to the desert.
Usyk just having a look, trying to work out his man.
Look at the size of the legs of Rico Verhoeven. Can those legs bounce like that for 12 rounds, Barry?
Well, I would probably say no, but he might not need to. I think it's important for him that, he's rushing Usyk down with any double to jab. He brings his feet in fast because he's such a big guy. He's forcing Usyk back in straight line for a minute.
Like the hip movement as well. There's not a static target. Cannot afford to be against Usyk.
Wait for Usyk to really uncork that left hand. In kickboxing, flash of heads perhaps. I was going to say in kickboxing, Rico switches stances quite often. Not sure if he's going to do it here in the sweet science.
It seems like he's not as square on as I've seen him in the kickboxing ring. A bit more side on. Like the way he's got his chin down, shoulders rounded.
And he looks so much bigger than Usyk.
Huge.
Massive. It's a good positive start here.
Well, we know that Usyk figures fighters out and then takes over. Right now, seems to be downloading the information. What do I exactly have in front of me right now? This 6'5", 256-pound freak of nature. Body shot from Rico.
Great shot.
Are you impressed so far, Darren?
That was really good. Committed to that right to the body, didn't he, Barry? Lovely shot.
Well, whatever you can say, he's winning this round.
Yeah, let's see a bit more of that from Usyk, the feint, the right hook as well. Look at the movement of Verhoeven. It's all to his left-hand side, constantly.
Combination there from Usyk. I think no weight on the shot to worry Verhoeven though.
That was a good start, wasn't it, Verhoeven? Showing no respect at all, a bit of variation to his work, looking big as Barry mentioned, and that right to the body was a lovely shot. Good start.
And what was good from Verhoeven there is when he threw a shot, he committed to his attack.
Peter Fury in the corner of Rico Verhoeven. They've been training together for about 15 years. Darren, what's Peter Fury fighters, what are they known for?
I mean, hard working, technically sound, and mentally very strong as well. And movement as well. Very good footwork. And we're seeing that here, aren't we? I must say, again, it's all to the left-hand side of Usyk. We know how well he throws that right hook.
Better from Usyk then. Nice uppercut, then a straight left hand.
Here's where he can maybe maul him a little bit. You guys thought this might be a good strategy.
It's just the physical presence, put your weight on him. But I mean, he hasn't needed that in the first round. He was pushing him back with straight punches. And there's no massive jeopardy there for Usyk, but taken by surprise, I would have thought, in that first round.
Usyk seems to be just kind of in first gear right now. There's a right hand. But Rico really forcing the issue.
Yeah, and he's tucking up well when he comes forward. Kind of hooking the shots in round the side, working the body, then leans on, nullifies the work of Usyk coming back. Yeah, it's been a good start.
Rico, a kickboxing record 66-10. 27 straight victories. Probably doesn't even remember the last time he lost. It's been so long.
So he's landing with an uppercut there, Usyk, and there's not loads of weight on it, but it's still a good shot. And Verhoeven's not even bothered.
He fights straight back, didn't he, with the right hand.
Is he tempting fate, though, guys, being this aggressive?
No, I think this is the right move. It is.
Nice uppercut from Usyk. And then Rico answers back.
Yeah, that's important that he does answer back and doesn't give any space for Usyk to make a second phase of attack.
But that uppercut's certainly the shot for Usyk. You can see how rounded he is, almost leaning over that front foot when he comes forward, Verhoeven.
You feel like Usyk is locked in right now, Barry?
I think he's been taken back a little bit by that really good start there. So he's had to land a little more frequent than this one, and he's had a much better round. I think he's shocked by the physical strength here of Verhoeven.
Maybe he's just waiting for Rico to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, possibly with the feints with the hands and feet. Just working out the man, but yeah, when he leans on, he looks an absolute unit in there, he really does.
Usyk's a little bit too static, I feel. He's more lateral movement, he'll get on the balls of his feet a little bit.
Perhaps waiting too long.
Yeah, but he's giving Verhoeven a target to hit, isn't he? To aim for.
Anytime Rico gets a close hit, he lets his hands go.
And he looks quicker than what I've seen of Verhoeven in the past. I think he knows that he needs to be quick in this contest. He's worked on it.
We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half-gay stuff.
Why just...
Lovely right hand there from Verhoeven there. Just, again, with it in close, he was just a physical strength, just a little push to release. And then clocking Usyk with a lovely right hand, and he felt that. I mean, he wasn't in any danger, but he felt that, and I think he's really shocked by not only the physical strength there of Verhoeven, but also, I think his boxing ability.
When Conor McGregor crossed over to boxing and fought Floyd Mayweather, Conor was very successful early, won a couple of rounds before Floyd Mayweather started to take over after he figured him out. You sense that might be happening here, guys?
It could possibly be happening, that's the case, but I think he's having more success than McGregor did, I think, for me, because Floyd was sort of half playing around that fight.
And the big thing here is, can he sustain it? Can he keep this going? As we say, massive, doesn't he? Can he keep this moving? That was a beautiful right to the body. I was just saying it was a little low.
Yeah, Rico acknowledged that. Wants to keep it a fair fight. Of course, that harkens back to the controversy surrounding Dubois dropping Usyk in Poland, what was deemed a low blow. Look at Mike Coppinger, he's got it 2-0 for the big Dutchman.
Nice impact there from Usyk, nice little feint.
Another shot from Rico.
They just stood a little tall there, chin high.
I'll tell you what, guys, this is not how he kickboxes. He's never this aggressive in the early rounds. I'm very surprised with this strategy, but it's a winning formula so far.
And it's the right move. We did say that, didn't we? Just in the preview just now. I think you're going to rush him and they'll take that risk. But I don't think he has to rush him. He's rushing him with his attacks, but they're relatively smart, but they're straight punches down the line.
Do you know what? I think there's a bit of variation to the work. You know, every now and again he'll creep forward like he does.
Again, Rico, heavy hands on Usyk.
I think Usyk thought, like we all thought, when he's down to those uppercuts, punches that he might not be able to see, that he might back him up. And that hasn't happened as yet.
There's a nice right to the body for Verhoeven. Back come Usyk with a nice left hand.
Another right from Usyk.
Oh, good response from Usyk there with the left hand. He's got to get some natural movement into play here, Usyk.
He's not fainting as much as he used to.
You know, usually it's hard for other fighters to figure Usyk out. Is Usyk having a hard time figuring this guy out?
I think the length of the arms there from Verhoeven as well, that's a bit of a struggle for him. They're not just thick, they're long.
Now Rico feeling himself, staying on his toes. I'm just wondering, can he keep this pace up in the later rounds?
I think he looks at you a moment ago there and just find out a jab, Verhoeven.
It looked like a look-away shot.
So again, it's the variation. Oh, it was a nice counter 1-2 that from Usyk. Good footwork.
Usyk has his guard up. Looked like he blocked those punches.
And that's where he can throw the uppercut as well, Todd. When he throws the hooks, then screw the shot through the middle. More offensive now, isn't he, Usyk?
Oh, good shot there from Verhoeven.
All right, let's hear how
His man, you feel at any moment he will turn the screw. I see a little bit there. He was a bit more offensive, wasn't he? But interesting. Good positive start, Barry.
Yeah, sorry, Dan. It's sometimes when you're not expecting the fight that you're having, it takes you a while to get your mind zoned into it. And I think that's what's happened to Usyk here. But whatever he's doing, we got to give credit to this guy.
Yes.
Verhoeven, what he's doing. And what he's doing is spot on. He's punching long, he's using his physical strength, and he's possibly winning the fight.
Well, remember, Tyson Fury had all kinds of trouble with Francis Ngannou in the early rounds, and he even got dropped. Right now, it could very well be 3-0 for Rico Verhoeven against the best boxer in the world. It seems like no matter what happens from here on out, I think Rico's shown enough to say, hey, he's got the goods.
Yeah, he really has. Surpassed everyone's expectations already.
He has to look further than a moral victory. He's got triumph. He's captured this and shocked the world. He's trying to nullify and stop and confuse Usyk with that lead hand. He just sort of taps it out, then he'll find that right hand as he did there.
Another right hand, and Usyk's chasing the cat around the ring.
Again, it's the variation. Look at it. You know, a moment ago he was on the back foot, now he's on the front foot, now leaning on.
And there's a bit of wasted energy there with throwing those hands so fast when there's nothing on them. But the leaning on Usyk is very important.
But what that does as well, that it sends